Hey, what up, everybody? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's the dating site for those who wants to move to Canada.
We're all moving to Canada, guys.
I'm moving to Canada.
Well, now there's even a better reason to.
Well, I was gonna move before this.
That's right. I mean, I wasn't gonna move, but when you mentioned it, and I'm like, you know what? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, you personally don't really care where you live.
I don't care where I live.
Right.
You don't really care that much.
I don't care, but I have preferences.
Yeah, you have preferences, but realistically, like we could live anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the modern world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
there are places I don't want to live.
Sure.
Like Texas or Florida, because it's too hot for me. It's too hot.
No.
But if I had to, if my work depended on it, then I could live there.
Not Florida.
It's tough. It's tough.
Florida.
I wouldn't be able to live in misery again.
Oklahoma, dude, you can't live.
I can't live in
Come
the
on,
Midwest
dude.
again.
Come on.
That's just too much.
Kansas, Iowa, like no offense, but like when you've traveled as much as you have and you've seen amazing cities, like no offense, but it's just come on, you have
hard.
choice. But Canada is definitely. I'm not gonna move there, but I would seriously consider it. And now with everything that's going on in the U.S. with the elections, this dating site in Canada has completely jumped on what could possibly happen, which is if Donald Trump gets elected as president, maybe people want to flee the country.
Because a lot of people have said openly, even celebrities, that if Trump gets elected, I'm moving to Canada.
Celebrities, I know like a lot of my friends, they're really, most people don't like him. I feel like though, this website probably was trying to match Americans and Canadians up anyways, but then they were just using this as a launch pad.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I mean, usually I think, no offense against Canada, but I think most Canadians would prefer to live in this country.
Right.
I'm thinking, I don't know, don't get mad, Canadians. I'm not a Barney Stinson. I'm not opposed to Canada. I want to be one of you eventually.
Actually,
in the land of Vancouver.
I don't think they want to live here.
Yo, you think
so.
You would think that if let's say you marry a Canadian marry a U.S. person, they would rather live in Canada than the U.S. I don't think that's true.
Why not? We know a lot about Canada.
I know that Canada has a lot of things we don't have. Like they have healthcare, free healthcare, a bunch of other benefits that we don't get,
and they have everything we do have.
But no, they don't.
Okay, what do they not have that we have here?
Major cities that actually mean something.
Okay.
No offense, Toronto.
Hold on.
I love Vancouver. Okay. You guys know I love Vancouver.
Okay.
But come on,
right.
You cannot compare that. No one is standing in Australia going, hey, let's go take a trip to Vancouver. No one's standing in Australia going, hey, let's take a trip to Manitoba.
So you're, okay. So you're basically saying the cities in America, like, let's say LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago.
Vegas, Chicago.
These cities.
Are draws. These are huge metropolitan draws.
Cool, I got you there.
Toronto is not.
Hold on, so I'm gonna ask you a question. So forget about the cachet of these cities, right? Forget about the whole hoopla of New York. What do the cities have to offer besides Vegas? Because Vegas is a very special place, right? Besides, like, look at San Francisco.
Are you kidding me?
Look at San Francisco.
Are you kidding me?
Look at New York.
Are you kidding me? Okay. The only reason I love Vancouver, I have a very specific reason.
Or Toronto or Montreal.
No. I don't love those cities.
You don't? Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I'll move to Canada is for Vancouver. I'm very specific.
Right.
I want to be in an area with a lot of good Asian food, a lot of Asians, and a lot of rain.
And nature and skiing. So
that's just me very specifically.
Okay.
Most people are not like that. Most people want to go to a very vibrant city. They want to go to the night. Did you just really ask me a question of what our cities have that that Canada doesn't?
I'm gonna prove my point. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Because you're looking at it as like a larger contextual level. I'm just asking
I'll give you specifics. I'll give you very.
No, let me ask you though.
Yeah.
So tell me tell me in San Francisco, one of the most famous cities, tell me what it's got.
I'm not going to tell you about San Francisco because I haven't moved there because I don't know much about it. Okay. I'll tell you about everything else. You ready? Okay. First of all, New York. What does New York have that Canada doesn't have?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
You kidding me?
Go ahead.
Like 1 billion restaurants, 1 billion Michelin star rated restaurants, any authentic food you want from any ethnicity at any time you want it. Okay, major landmarks that are recognizable. If I put Toronto skyline in your face. Can you even recognize it?
See, like, no, I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you on paper. It's like this, right? You're like, on paper, there's a draw.
No, I'm just saying.
But like,
you may not appreciate this, but like, most people, when they live in New York City, okay, their social life, the things to do, you cannot match that to like what, Edmonton.
All right, you're okay. That's true. I feel like if I take myself out of the equation, but I'm really asking like, I'm saying for most people, New York would be a better place to live. Right? But I'm just saying, that's what I'm asking you personally. It's not like you're gonna miss.
No. Personally, I'm moving to Vancouver.
Yeah.
That's what I love. I love that city.
Right. It's really not that much. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that much different.
But overall, it's different because I'm just saying. No, we're talking about if a Canadian married a U.S.
Oh, okay. You're talking about in general.
I'm talking about that website.
They would want to. Okay.
If like 10,000 Canadians marry 10,000 Americans,
they would.
I would say like 7,000 of them.
Yeah.
Will want to move to the U.S. and not Canada.
Yo, I'm here to tell them it's not you. It's not that cracked up to me. You know what I mean?
I think if I did not love Vancouver, I wouldn't want to move to Canada.
I mean, dude, there's so many more benefits.
I know, I get that. But I've been to Toronto.
Yeah.
That place. Look, I went on a date. No offense, Torontonians. Like I went on a date trip to Toronto.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I went to the aquarium.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Then I went to that market thing they have downtown.
Okay.
That took the whole thing took like.
Yo, we might get some hate from Torontonians. They're gonna be like, Mike, you didn't go here and here. You're gonna literally tell you 800 places you didn't go to.
Look. I'm just saying. I went to two of the most famous.
Okay.
Those are literally TripAdvisor things to do, right?
Okay.
Went over there, did those two things. Took like 3 hours total. And I'm like, I'm kind of done. Yeah. Like, what else am I supposed to do here?
Yeah. I guess, you know what? I'm just at the point in my life where I totally agree with you. Like, if you're just looking at it, like, comparing the two, most people would be like, let's go to America, right? Because I'm thinking about it now, like, if somebody was like, hey, what do you do in New York? You just rattle off millions of things. You can
spend 2 weeks here and not get bored.
But what if I haven't lived in Canada, but what if I move there and I go, oh, there's so many things to do here.
Have you visited?
I have, just like you. I visited Vancouver with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that you visited Toronto, Vancouver,
I didn't,
right?
But I didn't get to experience
But what I'm
living,
saying is that you also visited cities like Chicago.
Sure.
Or LA.
Sure, yeah.
Okay? Now, from those visits, you can compare those sample sizes, right?
Sure, yeah.
So there's a lot more to do in LA, which you spent 6 days in. You did a lot of stuff, right?
That's true, yeah. There's a lot of LA.
So you're not doing that.
I love LA.
In Manitoba.
I love LA, though.
Is there a city called Manitoba, or am I making this up?
No, it's Manitoba. Manitoba, that's
Manitoba,
city,
Canada,
bro.
right?
No, is it Manitoba?
No, Manitoba?
It's Manitoba.
Okay, I have no idea.
Because you're thinking Minnesota. Manitoba,
is there a Manitoba?
No, there's a Manitoba.
That's what I said. What did I say?
You said Manitoba. Like Minnesota, like Mini and Manitoba.
Okay, I'm Googling.
Manitoba.
Right, from the province.
Yeah, this is Manitoba.
It's a province.
It's a whole province.
I didn't even know that.
You just offended the whole province of Manitoba.
Yo, do Canada have like 6 provinces? I have no idea. How many provinces?
It's got provinces and territories.
Territories?
Territories are remember we did the KFC article? That was a place called Northwest Territory. That was above.
Yo, that sounds like something from like the days when we bought land from the Spanish.
There's 20,000 people live in that city of Yellowknife.
It's crazy.
I'm not saying move there.
No, I'm saying like I think Canada has more nature than people. Like just more space.
Of course.
They have like probably the ratio of space to people is probably like I don't know.
In the U.S., the ratio of nature just. I mean, there's a lot of nature in the U.S. too.
Well, it depends on which state. If you break it down by state, like Montana has like 1 person living there.
Correct. Idaho, whatever. but I think that, I mean, like, Canada has so, like, I used to hate on Canada because, dude, come on, like, you grew up in the U.S. and hate on Canada.
Americans hate on Canada. They used to.
They call it America's little brother. They make fun of their accents. I mean, like, I grew up thinking, like, oh, Canadians. And then, you know, like, I'm like, yo, Canada's kind of cool, man. It's got some.
Yo, I'll tell you this right now.
Yo,
if I marry a Canadian, I will take the Canadian citizenship.
Yo, you could do both.
No, you cannot.
You can't do both. Why can't?
No, you can. But the thing is, I gotta pay taxes in both countries.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm not doing that.
Just take the Canadian side.
U.S. has this crazy policy of wherever you go, if you don't work here, you gotta pay those taxes.
Dude.
Why?
We already pay enough taxes.
What am I paying? Yo. This is my #1 complaint about this country. Where's my tax dollars going? I don't get anything free.
Yep.
I have to get Obamacare that's like costing me
like
hundreds a month for, and then
For what? For free. You don't even get healthcare.
You if I go and have Obamacare or whatever, I still have to pay like so much.
Yo, unless Trump like took away a lot of our taxes, then you'd be like, all right, maybe I can stay here. But even so, like there's legit, like we were saying before, there are legit a lot of people who they might actually leave because how often has that happened?
Celebrities came out. Rosie O'Donnell,
she's like, I'm out.
She's out. Like who else? Like a bunch of celebs came out. Like I'm leaving. So they're all leaving. They're officially no. See, they saying it is different than we saying it. Because we can back out. We'd be like, yeah, we're sitting there, we're kidding around. Yeah. If they said it to the press, if they don't go, they're gonna get bombarded. They're gonna be like, why'd you say it then?
You made the claim.
How come you ain't going? Like,
and like you said, it's not just them. So I think that there are really people that are just like, yo, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Because they, like us, they're like, yo, we can live anywhere.
Did you know that what happened? I think it might have been when Trump entered the election. There was a surge on the website. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a website where you search for how to immigrate to Canada.
Oh, really?
So the website skyrocketed.
Oh, no way.
And even the Canadian Prime Minister, what's his name? Some young dude, Justin something. Sorry, I don't know. And this no idea.
Guys, sorry.
I bet you all Canadians know Barack Obama. That's what I'm saying.
Who's the Canadian?
So anyway, Justin Toro or something. Torno, the watch?
Torno,
the watch.
The watch company.
I don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, so he came out. I think it was him or someone else came out and did a funny video about, hey, move to Canada, Americans.
Yeah. Yo, I'm saying like Canada has so much land, has a lot of resources,
a lot of moose,
a lot of nature.
Oh, hey, props to Canada.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Canada, people are nice.
That's what I'm saying. People, yo, look. There's a reason why people have better quality of life outside of the United States. The United States can give you everything you want. You're right. You're like, yo, got the food, got that. But dude, you can't tell me that people are unhappy in America.
People. You know where people are happiest though?
Australia.
No.
Where?
I think that's one of the happiest people.
One of them,
like,
for sure.
Nordic countries.
Nordic countries, yeah, absolutely. Even though the suicide rate in Sweden is very high.
Because it's dark 90% of the time.
Correct, but most of the time people are happy.
Yeah, they're happy.
Australia, they're happy.
Because they're not... Here's the thing about the U.S., all right? If you have a job here, you cannot go on vacation, basically.
You can't go on vacation. You can't get pregnant.
You can't take time off.
Yeah.
Because someone's going to take your job.
Exactly. If you have a baby, you come back.
You can get fired for any reason they make up. But in European countries, a lot of European countries, I don't know if this is true in Australia, they can't even fire you.
You can't fire you.
And they make you go on vacation. And they make you take lunch breaks.
Well, even in like Spain, Italy, you take a nap, siesta. You literally leave your work.
Article from these two people who worked in Switzerland for a year, and I was reading their blog, and I forgot what it was, and then they were saying like their first day at work, and they were eating lunch. And they were like, yo, let's work through our lunch break. So we got a lot of work to do. No. And then their coworkers came to them, they're like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, no, you gotta go take a lunch.
It's your lunch break. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Dude, it's seriously, Australia, I've heard amazing things. Like a lot of Australian Chinese Australians, or just Australians in general. A lot of my American friends, when they went to visit Australia for exchange, they moved there. They were like, I'm moving there. They literally moved there.
I mean, I'll move. I just pay so much in Medicare that I mean, oh my god, so much. All right, let us know your thoughts. Would you move to Canada if Trump wins? If you live in the U.S. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later.
See ya.
Yo, the one I'll tell you though, I will miss clean drinking water. Because
there's no clean drinking water in Switzerland.
I mean, I feel like in America it's like the drinking water.
No way.
You don't think so? Like
no
in other
way.
Countries?
I bet you go to Switzerland, you could drink out of a lake.
You think so?
You gotta stick your head in there and just drink.
I have reservations about drinking water in other countries.
There's no way our country has the cleanest drinking water.
I'm gonna look that up.
It varies state by state. Nevada, you're not drinking that water. Yo, literally, you go to Vegas. One time, like I just used the water to brush your teeth. Yeah, water is disgusting. And then you go to like Flint, Michigan, it's like freaking kill you,
dude.
Anyway.